We've just been talking about time and the being of time, and there's just such some lovely revelations you have. I'd love you to share them.
Yeah, well, my adventures with time started really when I started asking Father about is there have I got enough time to do certain things? I'd gone through a period of time where I was really in the wilderness and questioning everything, and I'd gone off in a few wrong directions and rabbit holes. And when I came back to a deeper understanding with Father, I thought maybe I haven't got time anymore to do certain things. Maybe it's I'm just here now to facilitate the next generation to do things rather than it be me. But Father said, no, there's so much more to time, and started to show me how we do curse time, how we say there isn't enough time, or we link time with aging, or we see time as a negative thing on the whole. But even Einstein, said time is relative, and relative means relationship. Relationship with time, relationship with. I got introduced to these beings of synchronicity and flow, and now I always invite them into my day and into everything that I do, because in a way it's like each dimension that I'm working in or operating in at the same time. Synchronicity and flow bring it all together because it helps my soul and it helps my body to coordinate and go with what Father's showing me. So it's a kind of multitasking in a way, and yet it's the depth that you can get into when your whole being is in union together, in unity together, which is something that's really important to me. And so my kind of understanding of time and sequencing has grown, but I still only feel like I'm really at the beginning of it all. It's just an adventure that we can go on, so that we can step in and out of time zones, timelines, and pull things together, take things off that have kind of dis derailed people, maybe. So we can, because I mean, Jesus is yesterday, today, and forever, and therefore we carry him within us, and we're within him. So we can have adventures within that, so that we can travel, we can translocate, we can do all these amazing things. But we can also, what I learned at the beginning was I can undo the consequences of some of the things that I'd done, so that my family, my children, my children's children could then inherit the good stuff. um, and disinherit the negative stuff. So that's kind of where I started, but it's a long journey from there to here, where I really flow in rest and in the green pastures and in restorative grace. Um, yeah, so that's kind of where I am at the moment. Life sort of changes. I'm at a period in my life where I'm changing what I'm doing to spend more time with my parents and invest in their well-being. And that's been a real joy, but also, their kind of frustration with where they're at in their lives, due to ill health and that sort of thing. And so therefore I'm sort of thinking, well, I have time, but what does Father want me to do? It's always that question, isn't it? What is mine to do? So that I'm not telling Father what he should be doing, and I'm not getting involved too much in things that are obvious needs, and not what he's asking me to do. So for me, it is that, it's more like a dance, really, isn't it? Where you step onto a dance floor and you get into a rhythm or a sound, that that takes you into an atmosphere, or you create an atmosphere of peace and rest, and that's what I'm experimenting with at the moment. So
It's so beautiful.
yeah.
So I loved what you shared, and it's been so much fun to actually embrace the being of time, and also
Mm.
for us to let go of thoughts we've had, as you said, that hadn't been an expression of a good relationship with time, and yet time is a beautiful friend to us and is a mystery, and we're discovering more and more how to engage. And I appreciate everything you shared there. Thank you, Zoe.
Yeah, I mean, it's this whole thing with Jesus, isn't it? That there are mysteries and there are treasures. And one is a deep thing and one is a kind of expansive thing. And, there's mysteries and there's treasures in timing. And yeah.
And time is also so significant in regard to us in, engaging and possessing immortality, which is what we're looking to do, right? We know it's
Mm.
our reality because Jesus destroyed death. So we are experiencing time. And I think that's the most beautiful thing, is that we get to experience the being and sound, the frequency, the ways, the meaning, the blueprint of the being time, and how we go in that dance is beautiful. Zoe, thank you.
Yeah, and time being a multi-dimensional kind of
Mhm.
being that gives us that, it's almost like a road. When I first started investigating time, it was like at that point Father was saying time can be your servant, can be one who serves you. As time went on and my relationship went on with time, I realized that that was no longer where I wanted to be. I wanted to be in partnership, but I needed to kind of see that I wasn't a victim of time, if you like. I was, time served the purposes Father had for me. But now it's much more of a collaboration, as is with so many of the other beings, or great cloud of witnesses, and it's collaboration and growing an understanding of how we do life.